Welcome back to Bucs Hard Knocks Life here. It is Boy Green here, Paul Esden Jr. here with the Manshot Show, Boy Green Digital. It's time to talk offense. We've been talking defense. Time to get some offense in here. Let's get with our offensive coordinator here, Coach McTague here. Coach, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We've been out there in the elements. Let me talk about that from an offensive perspective. It was raining hellfire out there, for goodness sake, but still, I heard you guys talking about it throughout practice that you don't give a flying hoot if the ball's wet, dry, or anything. No turnovers. You guys seem to have a hard standard.
Rain, snow, or shine, man. We got to be able to play in it. We got to be able to move the ball and score points. So we stress that to the kids, whether it's raining or sunny. We got to be able to run the ball. Got to be able to throw the ball. Got to be able to go under center. Got to be able to go to shotgun. Full playbook's got to be open. So we stress that stuff to our kids.
You know, it's been a while since I've played and slapped on the pads, but we've been talking with a few of the coaches, including my old coach, Coach Bond, and he said that something that you've done here is you've gone a little bit old school, going back to the same playbook that apparently some of the playbook and philosophies that I was using back in the day, and you guys are sort of bringing that in with a new twist. Is that correct?
That's right. Yep. I come from a wing tee background. I played wing tee, and Oswego's been wing tee for years.
Oftentimes in the wing tee or gun tee, teams will say follow the guards. They bring you to the play. All right, this series kills those rules. Okay, it's a hard-hitting football play to the quick side.
But a little bit different. We've adapted to kind of the new style of offense, a little bit more out of gun and stuff like that. We like to throw the ball a little bit more, but the principles are still there. And the way that we can make it so simple for our kids but so difficult for defense is what I really love about it.
So how hard is that balance? Because again, the wing tee special that we were running for a long time there, you know, it's almost Georgia Tech, although they don't even do it anymore. But doing the old triple option is that they knew sort of the simplicity of it in a way, but that you beat them with the basics and the fundamentals and try to edge them out in that manner.
The big thing is to get the kids to buy in, and at the end of the day, if they don't buy what you're selling, it doesn't matter what offense you're going to be running. So. We try to preach to them that teams have got to stop our buck sweep, and we make sure that they know it. And they're going to come in Friday night, and if they don't stop it, it's going to be a long night for the other team. And the kids have kind of adapted that and took that in as sort of an identity, and I think they like it. There are teams that we've played on that field, and we ran buck sweep 40 times and came out with the win. Team can't stop it. They can't stop it, man. So it's a tough play to defend. It's a tough play to coach. So that's where we start, and from there, our whole offense kind of opens up. Once we get an answer on that, if they can stop it or not.
Well, you said the key is selling it. What is the sell job? Is it showing tape of people running the offense previously successfully? Is it your words? What ultimately sells these guys on this offense that it works, it's going to be the identity, and they have to buy in?
It starts with the words, and once you kind of preach that it's, Coach Bond's got a saying, there's 3 plays that solve the world's problems. Back in the old school days, it was sweep, trap, and food. Nowadays, it's our buck sweep, and then from there we can throw the ball out to our receivers. We can get the ball to our wing. We can keep it with our quarterback. So once the kids start to see that everybody can get the ball, and it's just such a dynamic offense, that's when they really start to buy in. Like, okay, this play builds off of this one, it builds off of this one, it builds off of this one, and then we hit them with this one coming back. So. Once the kids kind of see that and they start to grasp the actual idea of the offense, that's when they start to buy in.
Coach, who is your coaching inspiration? Who do you sort of model the game after? Someone you really respect, that you try to take things from their coaching career or sort of how they deliver, how they communicate, that you bring to yourself?
Well, Coach Bond's been a great mentor to me ever since I started. I started coaching middle school football here with him once I got into the district. Outside of that, Coach Bahamande, he was my varsity defensive coordinator, got me into coaching. So a lot of credit to him on the way I think defensively.
Yeah.
And then from just like a professional standpoint, Bill Belichick is probably the guy I look to the most with just do your job, keep it simple, and make sure the kids understand what their responsibility is.
And how long did you say you've been coaching?
This is now my 11th season coaching football.
Wow. Does it feel like your 11th season coaching football?
It feels like I'm getting old because, some of these guys I had the pleasure of coaching their first season in Pop Warner. Now I'm coaching them in high school. So I'm blessed. It's a great opportunity to see kids go from 5 years old, they barely know how to catch a football, to playing now. So it's awesome.
It seems like you take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the program, you got to build from the bottom. And if you don't have a strong base, I've been in Pop Warner now for 11 years. I started coaching it right out of high school. This is probably the first year I haven't been as involved in the coaching aspect, more of a board position. But we built such a great program there with the guys that have bought in, parent volunteer coaches, guys that their kids graduated out of the program and they're still staying back to coach. So a lot of credit to those guys, because without them, we can't do what we do up here.
This may be the stupidest question you've ever been asked, but I'm going to venture in here and see what happens. What's the biggest difference between Pop Warner football and the high school football you're coaching right now?
Oh man, there's so much different. At the end of the day, Pop Warner, you get a mix of kids who are just so excited to play the game. Then also you get a mix of kids who are getting pushed by their parents to go. High school, it's the kids want to play. They want to be out there on the team. Obviously, you can get more advanced with them, but sometimes I think that coaches go a little bit too easier with those younger kids because they want to be challenged.
No.
Like a kid doesn't like something that's easy, as weird as that sounds. They like to be pushed mentally, physically, emotionally. So we make sure that we do that in that program and carry that all the way up through. So by the time here, like a lot of these guys have been running very similar systems for years and years and years. So hopefully we'll be able to translate that in some good scoreboards this year.
I'd be all about it, and so would the fans, of course, that are going to
right.
be stacking the stadium, of course, here. Let me ask you this. I hear there's a quarterback competition happening here.
It sure is, yeah.
Okay.
It sure is.
Who is in the decision-making process, and what are the variables? Leadership, just the straight-up football ability? Like, what are the factors? First off, who's making that decision, and what are the variables at play to make that decision?
Every decision is made between Coach Pike and the coaching staff. So he's done a great job, kind of putting his trust in us. So everyone, if anyone has an opinion, feel free.
So there's a collaborative approach here.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of what we're looking for, quarterback's always been the kind of position that you look for a leader. A kid who does the right thing on the field, off the field, in the community. That is usually the first name that's brought up when the program's brought up to anybody. The quarterback's name is in there with that, and it's got to be a positive influence. Football, to me, kind of comes second. So they've got to be a great leader, and they've got to be smart. They've got to know the playbook in and out as good as I know it. So that's some of the big things that we're looking for, and we're getting to this point where we've got two great kids, and they're so competitive with themselves and each other, and they both do good things. They both have some things that they need to work on. So it's going to be really down to who wants it more at the end of the day, I think. We'll see within these next few weeks. I could see a situation where we have two guys taking snaps.
That's what I was just about to ask. It goes back to me for the Cardinals days. There was a little Kurt Warner, Matt Leinart action that they did, almost rotating on a drive-to-drive basis. Is that something you're open to?
It definitely is. And at the end of the day, you get into who has the hot hand, this and that. We're going to be out of shotgun, under center. One guy might do it a little bit better than the other guy. So the whole thing is putting the kid in a position where they can utilize their strengths and we can kind of hide their weaknesses. So at the end of the day, that's what we'll try to do with our quarterbacks or any other kid that we've got on the field.
Okay, I like the openness to things that could be happening. I'm going to give you the same question I've given every other coach we've done an interview with doing Bucs life, and diving in on the Oswego high school football team. Every coach, I'm flipping over to you. I've been asking you all the questions here. Now I'm going to give you the opportunity here to look right into that camera and give the pitch, both to fans in the community that can come to the games and support you guys, watching, enjoying, things of that nature, and also, maybe even more importantly, or the same level here, is that there are kids out here that have never played football before that may be watching this and hearing this, and it's an opportunity for you to speak directly to the community of why they should try to play football, why should they give it a try, and obviously that's going to help not just the Oswego high school level, but as we talk about with some of the other coaches, that it builds them up, getting into football early to have some of these opportunities. What's your pitch to those?
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got one of the best coaching staffs from top to bottom. We've got guys who care about the game, who give back. We spend late nights here chatting up with one another, and getting into football. It's one of the biggest things that changed my life. It's one of the reasons why I got back into coaching it immediately right out of high school. It's a game that can give so much. So I don't think there's another sport that can teach you as many life lessons and prepare you for life as the game of football can. And other than that, man, there's nothing better than being able to go out there and hit somebody as hard as you can and not get in trouble for it. So it's a physical, violent sport, and I tell the kids all the time, if you do that stuff in the hallways, you're probably going to the principal's office. So yeah, it's just such a good atmosphere, and Coach Pike has done a fantastic job of building true unity within the program. I think the kids can see that as well. So we've always said that we're going to always be accepting to add more to our family from year to year. So that's it, man. I'm out and play some football.
There you go. Well, Coach, I only have 2 requests. That's it, just 2.
All right.
Number 1, I want you to score a lot of touchdowns.
Yep.
And number 2, I want you to more times than not end up with more points than the opponent.
Yep.
If you can do that, I'm a very happy Oswego Buccaneers football fan.
That sounds good. I'll be a happy coach.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate it. Bucs Life, baby, doing a deep dive on the Oswego High School Buccaneers football team. Fire the cannons, baby. Go Bucs. We got more coming up here on the MC Show digital YouTube channel.